Hey, and welcome to Outside Xbox, where you're watching Show of the Week. I'm Jane.
And I'm Andy. This week, I scratched one more thing off my bucket list. Powerbombing a Cthulhu monster. Take this, you idiot. Oh my god, are we actually
We're gonna powerbomb?
Oh my god!
That's amazing.
Oh my god, we powerbombed Cthulhu.
That's brilliant.
Wait, was that really on your bucket list?
Yeah, see?
Oh yeah, just below, finally get some lunch.
And above, write some lyrics to the Show of the Week theme song. Oh, that reminds me.
Show of the week, Jane and Andy, Mike and James, and also the sofa. Show of the week.
What game is all that Cthulhu Monster stuff even from, anyway?
Oh, it's the new Resident Evil 7 DLC, End of Zoe. You know, the thing I really liked about Resident Evil 7
You know what
was
was a great game, though, Andy?
What?
Speaking of, Resident Evil 2.
Resident Evil 2.
Okay, you'd rather talk about Resident Evil 2?
Yeah, I want to talk about the one I played and finished.
Okay, well that's fair.
I know Resident Evil 7 is very good, Andy, but
It
I
is
feel
good.
like it's had quite screen time enough here on Outside Xbox, and what really deserves its due is Resident Evil 2.
What have we got here?
Well,
Actually,
it is
it's
appropriate because
20 years old.
1998 in January, that's when it came out, so
I know.
20th anniversary, so there is a legitimate reason to talk about Resident
Happy
Evil 2.
birthday.
Which is great.
Happy bloody birthday, Resident Evil 2. Can you believe it?
Sort
2
of. It does feel like an
decades.
old game.
Yeah.
Enough to drive.
Yeah.
It's almost
not old enough to drink in America.
drink in America.
If you're pouring alcohol onto your copy of Resident Evil 2 in
Don't,
America,
it's
that's
not
illegal.
allowed it.
Next year.
Next year it will be legal. Now,
We do it next year.
That's mad.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good game though. I don't know if you remember much about Resident Evil 2. Apart from 4, I'd say it's probably my favourite game in the series.
It's probably my favourite game in the series,
Overall, better than 4.
actually. It's the first one I played. I sort of played them out of order because I was a tiny child playing Resident Evil 2. It was so scary.
I love
The scariest thing I'd ever played at that point.
It's a good one to start with.
Yeah.
What I loved so much about it was the way it started in the city and everything
Yeah.
was on fire.
Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
So
You were
intense.
just thrust
straight
into this
into
chaos.
it. Yeah.
Everything was on fire, and like you go past the basketball court, and that zombie like smashes its way out. Thing.
Felt so vulnerable, and then you get into the police station. And
And you're like, yeah, and you're like, okay. Fine, I'm in here now.
nothing bad can happen. I assume that's the end of the game.
Yeah.
Ooh,
that was
intense.
short but intense.
Yeah, well done.
experience. The Resident Evil 2.
Evil. Can't
Yeah.
wait for 3. Oh no, this place is full of zombies and puzzles.
Played Resident Evil 1
Yeah.
before Resident Evil 2,
Right.
and I really liked the whole mansion thing
Yeah.
in Resident Evil 1. I was like, I don't see how they're going to do that again without it getting boring. And they were like, well, we'll do it in a police station.
What
but
if the haunted mansion was a police station?
What if the police station was a haunted mansion?
Genius.
And you're like, well, I guess...
It works. Let them have it. It works.
Yeah, it doesn't really, but you suspend your disbelief.
It does.
Why does the police station, why do you have to put jewels into a
Well,
tiger
okay, not
statue
that.
to open
But
the
I
break
mean,
room?
like the idea that you would set up a police department in a very old building.
Apparently
I mean, more like the
it used to be an
aesthetic.
art gallery, apparently, in the fiction of
there
the
you go.
game.
There you
So
go.
that it makes sense having all the statues
Yeah.
and paintings around. Played the first Resident Evil on someone else's PlayStation, and I loved it so much that I badgered my parents to get me
Buy me
Resident Evil 2. I
a
need to play-
PlayStation now.
You don't understand. I need to play Resident Evil 2 or I'll die. I think is the way I phrased it.
Right.
So, and
They were
luckily
like, well,
they did.
son, we don't want you to die.
And I didn't die. And then just love Resident Evil games.
Yeah.
When the GameCube came out and it had the exclusive Resident Evil games, that's when I was like buying a GameCube.
Yeah.
Because that's where you get Resident Evil games, and those are the best ones.
And Mum and Dad, I know I said I'd die,
Yeah,
but
but
I
no,
really will
I'll
die
really
if I
die
don't get a
if I don't get a
A very
GameCube.
demanding child.
Yeah.
I played Resident Evil 2 for the first time on a friend's PlayStation, and then I got the PlayStation for Father's Day from my dad.
That's not how Father's Day works.
Yeah,
good.
and we
a
played
good
the
one,
rest
should
of
have
it on there. It was good.
Nice.
I have a very strong memory of like sitting around an old now I suppose TV, like right up in the screen.
Yeah.
Right on the floor, and then so much of the tension is the slow door openings, you know, the creaky door
Yeah.
openings between areas, and partly it's a technical limitation, but also it's immensely scary. What's going to happen next? What's behind the door? I can't believe I'm not controlling this right now.
Yeah.
And that's when like the friend's mum would like come through the door and you'd be like, ah, no, doors.
I love those old Resident Evil mansions where just a small amount of it is open to you at the start, but you see the whole thing, and you're like, man, I wonder what's behind that door. I wonder what's behind that door. And as you go, you sort of unlock more of the mansion, and you get that environmental storytelling as well, where you're piecing together what happened from just the way the room is laid out, and you're like, whoa.
And there are lickers on the ceiling.
Yeah, and you're like, man, I guess
Someone made
lickers.
lickers.
I guess lickers happened. But I really liked Leon and Claire.
Leon!
In Resident Evil 1, I really liked Jill. I wasn't so sold on Chris. He just
Yeah.
seemed a bit dull, whereas I thought Leon,
It's good to see you're still among the living.
apparently his design was based on one of the designer's dogs. He had a bloodhound.
What?
That he
What?
was like, oh, this would make a great
What, with, like,
character. He's
little
like,
blonde curtain hair.
yeah, we had ears that looked a bit like it, I guess,
Oh.
maybe. But I thought Leon was great. He was such a he was so idealistic and full of pep.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm here for my first day, and they're like, everyone is zombies. And he was like, okay, what a challenge for my first day.
Oh.
Who are you? Oh, you must be the new guy. Leon.
I was hoping for, here's the coffee break room.
Well, you find at one point
Here's
you
your
find
uniform.
you find the break room, and they've got it set up for his party, his first day
so
party.
sad.
That guy at the start, he's like, looks like your party has been cancelled.
Sorry, but it looks like your party has been cancelled.
Leon's like,
And
God
he's like,
damn it.
man,
Was there a cake?
there was.
Is there still a cake?
is
Can
still a
I
cake.
eat all the cake?
That was why I thought you should have been allowed to eat the cake when you found it. As a sort of nice little thing
Would
for
you
Leon.
like to eat
He's
the
like,
cake? Yes, no.
sadly eats a slice, and he's like, would have been good.
Oh, you should you have to eat it, and then it's got like a jewel in it.
Oh, like a
that you have
magnum
to
in the middle of
slot
it,
into
and you're
the
like,
thing,
oh,
and-
it was.
Yeah.
Oh.
They baked it into a cake for whatever reason.
Just go.
Fine, but I'm coming back for you.
But the most interesting thing about it, which you still don't see done very much, was the A and B scenario that the game had. Play through as one of the characters first,
Right.
and then when you go through a second time, you can choose to play within that playthrough.
I'm finally here.
So the stuff that you took in the first playthrough isn't there anymore.
Yeah.
So you have to be quite wary of, you're like, do I need this grenade launcher now, or should I leave it for Claire in her run? And
Did you know that at the time?
I think I was aware of it.
I
yeah.
did not appreciate, because I guess I wasn't reading games magazines.
Well, you
or
read the manual
internet.
and it tells you.
No.
You'll read the manual on the way in the car on the way home from the game show.
No.
It had nice pictures in it.
Did
Yeah.
it? Oh, then I would have known everyone's blood types, I assume.
Yes,
I'm like,
that's-
but what blood type does Leon Kennedy have?
I mean, you just have to look at his personality and then you can work it out.
That's
right?
true.
There's a link to that
Yeah.
video up here.
There's a video. Why is that a thing?
But yeah, I thought it was
Type A.
Type A.
Type
Good.
A.
Man, that means he's hot-headed and impulsive. I
I assume.
I don't
I
know.
expect so.
This is time for his party.
Yeah, it means he likes cakes and parties.
Aw.
But yeah, it was really interesting the way that you had to make those sorts of decisions as you were playing. You're like, I think I'm okay at the moment, so I'm going to leave this for my
Yeah.
second playthrough. But it meant I did play much more conservatively in my first game, and then when I was Claire, I was like, Dual Uzis like shooting everyone.
Deferred gratification.
I've got all the ammo in the world.
Thanks, Leon.
Yeah. Oh, it was great. And then there was the bit where they drop the tyrant on the roof in the big canister, and he comes out, and then he's like constantly following you around. So
foreboding.
Yeah.
So menacing.
So
the bit
good.
where you see him on the security cameras, and you know he's coming for you because you see him in a little grainy black and white CCTV, and you're like, oh no.
And he's wearing a coat.
Behind me.
He went and got a
Are you
coat from
wearing a
somewhere.
coat? Somehow more sinister for wearing a trench coat.
Yeah. I think all Resident Evil games are best when they're in a sort of contained area that you unlock more of. So when it's in the house, it's the same with Resident Evil 7. When you're in the house, it's great, and then you get into the sort of barny bits, and then you get into the salt mine, and it's not as good. Just make a bigger house that you unlock more of. And that's why I felt the same with Resident Evil 2. Like, all the stuff, the city was great, and then the house is great, and then you get into the lab stuff, and it's a bit more like, I'm sure. But still, I think probably my second favourite Resident Evil game of all time after 4, because 4 is great.
Leon!
And they are doing a remake. They've said they're doing a remake, although we haven't heard anything for
Since 2015?
quite a long time. Yeah. So they made a remake of Resident Evil 1
Sure.
for the GameCube,
Yeah.
which was phenomenal.
Yeah.
They didn't just like upscale everything.
Right.
They like redrew everything, remodeled everything, added like a bunch of new. It was entirely new script and voice acting. So if they're doing the same thing,
right, yeah.
I understand
They
why
made
it's taking a while.
they made it less cheesy, didn't they?
Yeah, they added, well, I mean, less cheesy, still
But-
a little cheesy. I mean, if you remember the voice acting in Resident Evil 2, it was not good.
Guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me?
Why'd he bite me? We'll have a clip of this here. We won't have me doing it.
I think we should have both.
Guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me? Yeah, the truck and the gun shop owner
Who are you? What are you doing here?
was terrible.
You're saying they should have more naturalistic kind of voice acting.
Yeah, well, it's a good story and an
Yeah.
amazing setting. And
Right.
So if they are redoing the whole thing with a new script and new actors, I saw some screenshots where it was fan made, but someone had rebuilt the police station in
saw
like the
that.
Unreal Engine, and it looked incredible.
Gorgeous. It's a lot of work though. As a professional game developer, I know how demanding it is to make a HD version of a 20-year-old game.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's probably why
It's
we
a
haven't
big-
heard
big
anything
project,
about it
isn't
since
it?
2015. But I'm excited, especially
Yeah.
if it comes out on Switch, because then I can play it
Aw.
when I'm on the tube,
Aw.
which would be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, fingers crossed we hear more about that to coincide with the
This year?
20th anniversary,
Yes.
which is at the end of the month. So
Yeah. Time's a ticking, Capcom.
fingers crossed, Capcom.
Get
Let's
on
hear
it.
more about that. Anyway, Resident Evil 2 is great.
It'd be great if they launched it on the 21st of January
just ready.
2018. It was just ready, and they're like,
Oh my god.
20 years!
And they're like,
Andy,
everyone's got a
here's your
copy under their
copy.
seat. And like wherever you're sitting,
Right
there's
now.
a copy under your
Yeah,
seat. There you're on the
everyone,
bus.
let's play Resident
There's-
Evil 2.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Aw.
Right. You heard it, Capcom. Do it.
You've got like 20 days.
Yeah, to
Less
finish it
now,
and get it
actually,
under
yeah.
everyone's seat.
Yeah,
And what if they move though? Oh no,
under all seats.
I'm not sure. If
Every
this,
seat.
Not sure if this is a
We've thought
realistic
through this
plan.
launch strategy. Call our people, we'll figure
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Our people is James. Call James.
Call James.
You're fine with that,
He'll
James?
figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll talk about distribution. We'll talk about,
I know a guy with a van.
Perfect. All right,
He
done.
knows a guy with a van.
I mostly remember Resident Evil 2 being really hard because I was low on ammo, all the zombies were trying to kill me, also I was a tiny child at the time.
And also, you're just generally bad at zombie games.
What? I am not bad at zombie games.
Andy,
He is.
Alright, look, there's only one way to settle this.
is it with a brand new segment of Show of the Week we're calling Challenge of the Week?
It is.
Here we are then, Challenge of the Week.
Oh my
Mike.
gosh, what am I doing? What
Well,
am I doing,
You're
guys?
going to prove that you're not rubbish at all zombie games.
Right, and how
by
are you going to do that?
completing a zombie challenge of our own devising.
Oh, go
Yeah.
on then. What
Our
is it?
fiendish
Is it shoot
division.
these zombies?
No.
Look, I did it. I'm the
Well,
best.
Yeah, not very well. Look at him.
What do you mean?
Look, he's got all his limbs still on. It's
So
rubbish.
the general concept is that you're the first victim of Challenge of the Week.
Okay.
The specific concept is that you have to obtain a gnome
Right.
and fling it at a witch, because we're
Okay.
in Left 4 Dead 2. Stop whipping the camera
Ah!
around. And then throw the gnome at said witch.
Right.
And then what, Andy?
And survive?
And you not be downed. So,
Not be
as you know,
downed.
if you
Oh
attack a
my
witch, usually she'll leg it at you and just
Yeah.
start wailing on you and you'll go down. But I want you to throw a gnome at a witch
Okay.
And I want you to not.
Is
get
that the
down.
gnome?
That's the gnome. You've got to win it from this.
Okay.
This shooting gallery. So
Okay.
first, your
Phase
first part of
1.
your challenge is winning the gnome.
Okay. All right.
So let's go.
How do I do it?
Just shoot the.
It's a shooting gallery. You shoot stuff.
Peanuts.
No,
I'm shooting.
Don't shoot the peanut man. You lose
Oh,
points.
okay.
No.
Sorry. I just shoot anything that
You
comes
wanna
in front of me.
You want to shoot the evil peanut man? That one.
Oh, that guy.
The guy with the mustache.
Okay, I got him.
But not the good peanut man. I mean, it should be obvious to you for a
Right. Okay. The
I don't know what
moustache
part
is the
of good
signifier of
peanut
evil.
man
There.
needs
No,
explaining.
reloading, Andy.
Oh, how many points to win a gnome, Andy?
I think it's 800 maybe.
Uh-oh.
How you doing?
Uh-oh, not
Bad.
800. 790.
Well, it tells you on the side if you look at the. Oh, no, you did win. You did.
Oh,
750.
750.
Oh,
Whoa, and a boomer.
All right,
okay.
good. So you've got the gnome.
By the skin of your teeth.
Okay.
So now we just need to find a witch.
What do I do with it?
Just run until you find a witch.
Can I carry it without it taking up my hands?
No, that's the whole point of the gnome. Oh my god! Now you just got to go and find a witch.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let the very capable CPU characters take care of all these zombies. For
Go,
me.
CPU.
Anyone hear any witchies?
Nah.
I hear some.
That's
Some grumbling.
That's
my
a.
stomach grumbling.
Oh.
Okay.
Quite hungry.
No, that's a hunter, isn't it?
No, that's actually my stomach grumbling.
Is it actually your stomach rumbling?
Yeah.
Is that how hungry you are?
Andy,
I
could
am
you,
very
could you
hungry.
be less frighteningly hungry?
Oh, I really thought that was a hunter
Yeah.
growling, and
Where
it's
did
just
it come
Andy's hungry tummy.
Ah, jockey! Get out of the way, jockey!
Did you have lunch, Andy?
I skipped lunch.
No!
Oh, never skip lunch.
That's
I
the
was-
second most important meal of the
I was
day.
working hard on premium content.
Oh, not the Premcon.
Oh, there's a witch
Oh,
sound.
which sounds? Which sounds?
sounds,
Okay, you might
alright.
have to tidy up all these zombies
Oh
and a
my
spitter.
God, no, don't
Watch
get
out for the
spat on.
spitter.
Right.
Ah, I'm being
No!
smoked.
You're being smoked
Being
into
smoked.
the witch area.
Oh my god.
Can anyone see the
Oh,
witch?
Help! Help, Alice. Save me.
Come on, guys, I need your help here.
Oh,
Thanks, Rochelle.
Roche. You get one shot at
Probably
this.
blocking the way to
Go,
Oh,
go.
there
There
she
she
is.
is.
There she
Okay,
is.
careful. What's your
All right,
plan
what's-
of retreat?
I want to know your plan, Mike.
I don't
You can't just.
have one.
Do you think she can follow you up into the truck? Do you think she
Yeah,
can,
of course you can get into the truck.
Do
You
you
just-
think you can go dart left into that building and she'll go for one of the others?
Is that the safe room
Could I
behind
grab
her?
the combat shotgun and shoot her in the head?
No, I don't think
After
that would
you've
do
thrown
it.
the. I mean, I don't know if you've got time after you've thrown the
No,
gnome.
you're going to be quite close. Can you get up on something and then throw it at her?
Not with any kind of range, I don't think.
Oh! Oh no!
Oh,
I was planning. What
Nice.
about those? What
I
about
was
those
thinking.
dustbins?
What about this
Nah,
dustbin?
she can
You wanna
surely
up
get
on
on
a
top of
dustbin?
her. She can climb on top of a dustbin. Oh no, zombies coming.
I mean,
Zombies coming.
zombies
I've
coming.
got to do something, haven't I? I've just got to.
Can you just dart past her into the safe room and shut the door?
Maybe.
Maybe if you think you can stay ahead of her.
She's quite fast though, isn't she? That's the main thing.
I don't want to go in a dark place.
Oh no, you stop!
Oh,
coach!
coach!
Mike, why did he lead everyone over towards the witch?
Oh, it's all gone wrong.
Coach.
Did he kill the witch?
No, I don't.
Yeah, the witch is dead.
Oh wow, that was short work of that witch.
That doesn't count, Mike. I'm
That doesn't
afraid.
count.
All right. Well, do I need to find another witch then?
You do.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh,
Yeah,
witch.
witch,
Where is she?
somewhere. She's sad.
All right.
There she is.
Oh
There
no!
she is.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do it. Okay.
All right,
Do you reckon it'll hit her? If it doesn't,
Oh.
I'm
I mean, aim at her.
aim at
like directly
her.
at her face.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no! She doesn't even care about the
Okay,
gnome.
you're gonna have to try and sneak around.
All right, sneak around as if you were playing the game properly.
Oh, what?
Pick up the gnome.
Oh no,
Oh,
Boomer,
oh my
get back,
God.
get back, get back!
I don't fancy my chances of this. I think the witch didn't seem.
It's because the
Shoot
gnome
that zombie.
bounced over her head.
Shoot that zombie.
Is it gonna?
Shoot that zombie. Thanks.
Is that acid not gonna wake the witch up?
Nah. Get into your sneaky crouch. Whoa!
Oh, that's a smoker.
Man, there's a little bit of
Really
everything.
laying it on, aren't they?
Yeah, it doesn't like me. I can't see the witch. Unbelievable.
All right, stick to the left as much as possible.
Okay, staying to the left.
Oh no!
Oh, the jockey!
Oh,
Oh,
bad luck, Mike.
Oh,
Oh,
don't stop.
oh dang!
Witch.
I don't think.
Wow.
I don't think that counts.
I don't think you could have. No, it counts. I don't think we could have predicted a jockey running you into the witch there, Mike. But
No.
bad luck, I'm afraid
Yep.
that is no.
Them's the
points.
breaks of Challenge of the Week.
But
Yeah.
Oh well. I mean, no, not.
all right,
Mike.
I did my best.
Okay.
I did my best, stupid gnome. I
Yeah.
hate you now, gnome.
Oh gnome. Oh.
Don't blame it on the gnome. The gnome is good.
Ah, Charger. Yeah, well,
Gnome.
next time we'll have an equally fair challenge for one of us.
For someone else, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Now it's time to see what's written in the YouTube comments and what's happening in the competitive world of speedrunning Mario Odyssey.
It appears to be who can strip Mario down to his underpants the fastest. It's probably enough internet for today.
In that case, let's roll straight into the comments on this video, in which we braced ourselves for all the momentous things that are definitely going to happen in 2018 if video games are to be believed. In this age of uncertainty, the best we can do is scry our futures from the wildest forecasts of video games, much like a fortune teller reading a bunch of used tea leaves, but with better resolution. For a glimpse of the year ahead, consider how these games predicted what's to come in 2018.
Commenter first name last name is on the ball, saying, I love how Jane is wearing a Lisa Simpson shirt as a nod to the fact that The Simpsons predicts everything.
Yeah, yes, that's definitely what I was doing.
This prototype is known as the TRIP, which stands for Terminator Resistance Infiltrator Prototype, because even a malevolent AI network can't resist a great acronym.
Cut yourself.
On this topic, commenter Phil Gerganius writes, for Terminator, instead of having guard dogs or having people cut themselves to determine whether or not you are a Terminator, why not just get a scale? Seems a hell of a lot easier.
Whoa.
And commenter JStriker47 adds, why bother fighting the robots with guns? Don't magnets exist anymore?
Oh my god, they're right!
Yeah, that's right. So when the robots rise up against us, our commenters are in charge.
Here are your comments on the second episode of our current Dungeons & Dragons campaign, which you can watch along with part 3 over on Outside Extra right now.
Oh yeah, that's
Egbert, can you make me a wisdom check with perception if you've got it?
-1 wisdom.
Oh yeah.
Dumbass
You are -1 to wisdom.
The commenter known as Bounty Hunter Kakazu would like to know, who else lost it when Mike had -1 wisdom?
Hey, I was just...
Hands. My forearms are wreathed in eldritch magics, which is a sort of flamey, electrical, mystical looking...
How is it?
It's yellowish, but kind of an eerie, otherworldly colour.
Okay.
And then it lances towards the pirate who's around the back of the boathouse and reads him in 4 damage.
Well, on the subject of your not completely lethal Eldritch Blast, commenter Andy McP writes, I like to think Jane's first Eldritch Blast just took away all the pirates' happy childhood memories.
Oh yeah, the childhood memories are the first things to go, along with the top layer of skin and some of the smaller internal organs.
Yes.
Nice try, Pirate Jerk.
Idiot.
What's his name? Corazon.
That one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Jerky Steve.
Yeah, I knew it.
Jerky Steve.
Jerky Steve.
That's probably why you missed.
Lastly, in Dungeons & Dragons comments, Mimic You Is Adorable writes, Jerky Steve, Vibrating Bill, I just want a whole video of Andy listing off pirate names now.
I mean, okay, we could do that.
Smells Weird Stephen, Two-Eyed Jack, Leapin' Lanny, Chumbucket Charles, Hooky Michael, Poop Deck Paulie, Legs McFarlane, even more Legs McFarlane, too many Legs McFarlane, Eye Patch Haver Jeff, he's a good one, there's Brian, Brian of the Sea, Brian from Accounts of this, Brian from Sea Accounts. Brian Ferry, that's a boat, it's a good one, and Hook Face.
Okay, that's enough of that. Now it's time for the comments on last week's show, which you may recall was about our most humiliating fails of 2017, as well as our New Year's gaming resolutions for 2018.
Yeah, no, I think it was like 50-50 between you and that wheat field that I hid in. Those were the two real MVPs.
The wheat field that we incorrectly identified as a cornfield and everyone told us off about.
Like anyone's ever really seen corn or wheat. You're all right.
I don't think it actually exists. On the subject of cornfield confusion, commenter Timothy McLean writes to say, since I live in Indiana, I can confirm that corn exists. That said, since I live in Indiana, I can't confirm that anything else exists.
Commenter Kathy Aird is grateful for the fails meanwhile. She says, shout out to Outside Xbox for convincing me that I can still call myself a gamer, even if I'm absolutely rubbish and I've only played like 3 games in my life.
You're welcome. Hey!
All right, do me a persuasion roll. You've got to beat 15.
1.
Bad luck, you're doing the whole show.
Commenter Nick Curry sends his commiserations here. He says, such is Mike's luck, he managed to roll a 1 with 2 dice.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, roll this to determine if you figure out why that was mathematically impossible or not. 0. Bad luck.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'll catch you later.
I swear these things are rigged.
That's it for Show of the Week. Thanks for watching. And before you go, why not attempt a world record speed run of pressing the YouTube like button?
How does that work?
Well, you just press the YouTube like button as quickly as you can. The current record stands at 48 minutes.
Ooh, sounds beatable. Good luck, people trying at home.
Thanks, see you next time.
Okay, how about we tick off something else on the bucket list and go for lunch?
We could do that, Andy, or we could check off something on my bucket list. How about that?
Okay, what's that?
Well, stand up
All right.
and step back.
Yep.
A bit further.
Okay.
Further.
What, up onto
Yeah.
this platform?
Yeah, on the platform.
The one that looks like a trapdoor?
Yeah, looks like. There we go. Trap Andy in oubliette. Done. It's French for forgetting hole.